Students, today we are going to study a new chapter which is biological classification. Today we are just going to study the basic introduction, that how biological classification take place. The first biological classification was given by the scientist Aristotle. He is the father of biology. We have studied this in our earlier chapter. He classified the different organism on the basis of the morphology, that means their physical appearance. He classified plants into three categories: tall plants into trees, medium heighted plant into shrubs, and small plants into herbs. While for animals, he divided them into two groups: one, those who possess red blood, and the others who do not possess red blood. This was the classification given by the scientist Aristotle. After him, some other scientist came into picture, and he was Linnaeus. Linnaeus was the one who gave the nomenclature, the Carl Linnaeus. We have studied about him in our earlier chapter. So, according to him, he classified the living world into two kingdoms. One is Plantae and the other is Animalia. And this mode of classification used till very recent times. According to the Linnaeus, plants are categorized into the kingdom Plantae, while the animals are categorized into the kingdom Animalia. He did not distinguish between eukaryotes, which are the complex organism, and prokaryotes, which are the simpler one, unicellular, multicellular, photosynthetic algae, and non-photosynthetic fungi. He did not divide or organize these categories. So, a new classification was needed, which was given by some other scientist. After the two kingdom classification, at present times we are using five kingdom classification, which was proposed by Robert H. Whittaker in 1969. According to him, he classified organisms into five main kingdoms, and these were Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. The characterization of the organisms were truly on the basis of the cell structure, thallus organization, how the organism's body is seen is known as thallus organization, mode of nutrition, how they take up their nutrition, their reproduction method, and the phylogenetic relationship. The phylogenetic relationship means their ancestor relationship with the other organisms. According to Robert H. Whittaker, he grouped all the prokaryote, which were simpler organisms, into the kingdom Monera, and the other kingdom was Protista. In this Protista, he organized unicellular eukaryote. Keep it in mind, all the unicellular eukaryotes were placed in the kingdom Protista. The kingdom Protista brought two kind of organism together, which were earlier placed in different categories, like Chlamydomonas and cholera were earlier placed in algae within plant during the Linnaeus time, because they both are having cell wall, while Paramecium and amoeba were categorized into the animal kingdom as they were lacking cell wall. They do not have cell wall, but in five kingdom classification, all these organisms are together put in one kingdom, that is Protista. Same thing it is written, it has put together organisms which were earlier classified in different kingdoms. So now, according to Robert H. Whittaker, the living world has five kingdoms. The first one is Monera, which comprises of all the prokaryotes. The second one is Protista, which comprises of all the unicellular eukaryotes. Third one is fungi, which comprises of heterotrophic nutrition mode of fungi, and the fourth one is plantae, in which plants are present, and the fifth one is animalia, in which animals are present. So this is all for today. The other part of this chapter will be done in our next video. Thank you.